Have you given Squirtle a try?
I went onto Squirtle. I don't think it was working properly on my phone, or at least I didn't understand how it worked. And then I thought, there's probably going to be all sorts of gens. And then it told you how to exclude some, but then I couldn't see where you actually did it, and I gave up.
Fair enough.
I cannot be
in the
asked for
daily
this.
game, you can't exclude them. It's just the same for everyone. But there's a sort of free play mode where you can.
Okay.
It's fun. I have done it every day since I started, but I probably won't keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I've sort of pared back. I don't even play Waffle any longer. I used to play Waffle quite a bit, but now I'm back down to classic Wordle.
Yeah, Wordle's an everyday, and Worldle is an
me.
everyday because it only takes a few minutes.
Yeah. I find Worldle quite difficult because I sort of end up feeling like it's just... I suppose it's all guesswork, isn't it? That's a silly thing to say, but it feels much more like guesswork. If you don't recognise the country, it's just like, well, I just have to put something completely random. Again, I suppose you're doing that with words, but I have much better knowledge of all the words that there are than all the countries that there are. Especially when you get these islands and you go, I don't know where they are, I don't know, I've never heard of them. And there's always a bunch of islands.
Yes. I wonder
whether
which
that's
former colonial bunch of islands this is.
Whether that's the be-all and end-all of why I don't enjoy it, or whether there's anything more to it as well, I don't know. But all I know is I just don't quite enjoy it very much any longer.
Fair enough.
Just kept on loading it up and going, I don't know where that is.
Yeah, okay.
And there's something different there than I don't know what this word is.
Yeah. That's interesting. I think I quite like it because usually I'm either getting it in 1 or I'm getting it in 4 or 5 because either I recognise it or I don't. But then if I don't, you play the sort of hotter or colder game and try and get closer and closer. And very often it'll be like, I'm 15,000 kilometres away, try and get closer.
Yeah.
And you can exclude countries that you know that it's not. So yeah, I find it quite a good deduction game.
Yeah, I think that's it as well with the deciding. So we're talking about Worldle, by the way, everyone. I just realised Michael and I are talking about stuff that no one has a freaking clue what we're saying. It's like the game Wordle. If you haven't heard of Wordle, I'm not going to explain it to you. But Wordle is similar, in which you have an outline of a country, and you have 5 or is it 6 guesses? I think. 6 guesses to get that country right. You start off, you put a country, and then it'll give you a certain number of like yellow blobs to tell you how close you are to the target country, how far away you are. And it will give you the distance in kilometres as well, so you can start going, ooh, it's so many kilometres to the northwest. And then when you get closer and closer, eventually, hopefully you get the right thing. Oh, hang on. Look to the left of that post. The hell does that mean? There's a clue there. Anyway, the thing that gets to me about it is I'll guess somewhere and it'll be, oh, it's, 780 kilometres away and I'm somewhere in Central Africa. And I know lots of African countries, and I know roughly where most of them are, but I just don't know. Like when I'll guess like Angola. That's not Central Africa, but I'll guess Angola, and they'll be like, no, just to the northeast. And I go, oh, what the hell's round there? And I just have to guess African countries because I don't know exactly what's northeast, and the distances don't help me enough. I guess you could then say, well, just that's a learning thing. You just learn as you carry on, but. I'll take a lot.
That's what I figure.
Longer.
I get better at it each time.
Whereas with words, I know what all the answers could be. I've never had a word that I go, I don't know what that means. Every time I know what the answer is, it's just working towards it. This time, I'm not necessarily sure whether I can understand the connections between them in the countries.
I see.
Whereas with the words, it's like it has a D or it doesn't.
Ponyta's evolving.
Shit.
About bloody time, because Ponyta's just not that strong. But it's great having a fire Pokemon, and it's, fuck yes.
Yeah, that's decent to
It
have.
evolved into, Magmar. No, Rapidash! Woo!
Well done.
Oh, and it's trying to learn Fury Attack. Yes, you can learn Fury Attack, Rapidash. Good girl. I had to quickly check if it was a boy or a girl.
You lift up its skirt.
Yeah.
It's Ian Malcolm.
So... yeah, I was watching Jurassic Park last week.
Ah. Pretty good
Good
film.
as it ever was. Yeah, brilliant. Right, Fury Attack jabs it 2 to 5
risk another
times. So
fly.
assume it's 3.5 times on average. I think that's just about 50 something power. Stomp is 65. So no, I'm not learning Fury Attack. I want more fire moves, god damn it. Guess I need to keep leveling it up.
There should be fire TMs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any.
I had one.
Oh, there was
I
like
had
sunny
Heatwave.
day or something. Heatwave?
Yeah.
Heat wave!
Although I think I found that somewhere. Where could that have been? Don't know where I found that.
Was it the Safari Zone?
Oh, it probably was, actually.
Maybe I'll go back to the Safari Zone again and again and again.
Oh, there's a predator. Beauty Lola just said, "Hey, I'll play with you, sweetie."
Ooh.
Not happy about that.
Look at how beautiful she is.
Oh, what she's seeing is my character sprite. She should not be saying things like that.
Yes, you're a 10-year-old boy.
Ah, I love seeing that. Latias has become confused.
Yeah.
You know why I like seeing that?
Why?
Because it means I've got a fucking Latias.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot you had a Latias.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying you love seeing it because
Someone
you
else's.
confused the opponent's Latias.
Yeah, no, it was a slightly visual joke, that, wasn't it? Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I also had a... right, I've got
Shoot.
a pitch.
Ah, there we go.
Or-
That's 2 confusions in a row that have
Oh, is it
failed.
balancing out?
Yeah. Still
Always
on,
balances
still
out
on,
eventually.
still above average here, but yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. I've got a pitch for a format for a podcast.
Oh,
I have no idea whether this would really work, but it seemed like a fun idea.
are you thinking of like a podcast that you could do yourself, or are you thinking of for us
Yep.
to do?
Even a podcast for us, or maybe like a part of the podcast that we would do, which maybe we just will never do. But here's an idea, right?
Yeah.
The podcast is called, or the section of the podcast is called Mark My Words.
Oh dear.
And one of us has to present a prediction. And we need to get, work it down to something that we would bet on. So I would say something like, in the next... In 2 years' time, the Prime Minister of the UK will be a Liberal Democrat, something like that, like something unexpected, but which I think is true.
Would you
And you
genuinely
would have to-
believe it's true, or that you just
No,
you're
that
just
was
going to
an
make
example,
a bet?
but
Yeah.
no, so it should be something. So maybe I'd say it will be Keir Starmer,
Yeah.
and we'd talk about that. We'd see whether you think it's true, but probably it would be good if we could present something that sounds unlikely, and then we'd have a bet and we'd decide whether we think it's right or not, and we'd get that on the record, and then later in a future episode we'd see whether that turned out to be true or not.
So you remember a time, Michael, when we sat down and you predicted that such and such, and then it cuts to a recording of you predicting such and such.
Precisely.
And it goes, so that was you
And
predicting.
sometimes one of us will be vindicated, and other time will be hilariously wrong, not even close.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good idea.
And then it works in with how you'd have an audience interact. We could set up a little subreddit where people could suggest topics for us to bet on. And people could say whether they think that you're right or I'm right.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
There's problems with it, though.
Well, yeah. It's got to be an interesting prediction. It's got to be something that can happen in a certain time span and stuff. Yeah, well, that's an idea, though, isn't it? Don't hate it. We don't need agility. That could be a really bad move, but whatever. Well, it is a bad move. It's cut. I just taught Articuno cut. Doesn't feel great.
Great.
Right, is this Route 13?
My Rapidash has got cut.
Really? I assume I'm on Route 13 here. Maybe I should listen to the Teachy TV and it'll explain what I need to know. Yeah, Route 13. Right, let's go and catch a Pokemon. You killed yours by the look of it. I'm going to not kill mine.
Actually, looking at this, I've got 3 Pokemon that have got cut.
Ooh. Really?
Presumably because I've just... I think what I do is whichever my weak shit Pokemon is, I teach that one the HMs, and then I eventually abandon it, stick it back in... Yeah, that's happened with both Mischievous and Ponyta.
Nice.
I need to get to the Move Forgetter, don't I?
Looks like it.
Where the hell is the Move Forgetter?
Oh. I've been to him several times by accident, I feel.
Yeah. Is he in Lavender Town? Or is that the nickname rater?
I'd allow you to look it up if you like.
Thank you, I'd appreciate that. I'll just check him. Oh, he's the name rater. Which Pokemon's nickname should I critique? Rapidash, is it? That is a decent nickname. No, I don't want a new nickname.
Oh, at least it's
part
something
of me
that's
wishes
decent.
we had gone with nicknames for this, but I think it was a good idea not to.
Yeah. Right, Slowbro caught on Route 13. Level 26. Not bad.
Okay. Slowbro, yeah.
It's alright. No, it's fine.
Fuchsia City. Oh, which is just where I was this minute.
Right, and the reason oh yeah, I'm going Silphco now. Get some training done there. I've got 20 minutes until the World Cup starts. I could go. Should we go for another, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to watch it as well.
World Cup, for God's sake, Steve. First of all, it's not the World Cup, it's the Euros. And second of all, it's not starting. The final is starting with England and Germany. Wish me luck in the past, dear viewers. That is when we're recording. We're recording on the 31st of July.
Yeah. So this would be it. It would be like, right, tonight, I predict that England will win a European Championship for the first time ever. And one of us would say, well, no, I don't think that's true. And,
yeah, that's fun. I like it. It's a good long-term thing as well. What is your prediction
tonight, actually?
It's a tricky one. Because I don't want to I don't want to suggest that anything other than England will win. But I guess if I'm being realistic, it's probably going to go... You know what? My prediction... Oh yeah, first floor means ground floor in these stupid games. My prediction is that... I'm going to do the typical British person prediction, English person prediction, that England will draw with... There'll be a 0-0 draw with Germany up until extra time. Then there will be full extra time. It will be 0-0 draw. And then we'll go to penalties. We'll get to knockout penalties and Germany will win.
Okay. That's great. See, that's a great prediction.
That's my prediction. I don't hope it happens.
Yeah. I like it. There's one thing I'm hoping for. Because you'll remember that the men's team England men got to the final of the European Championship last year.
Yeah.
And they, I think, lost on penalties, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah. And there was one thing that I thought was just really shit afterwards, which was they got all sullen and were like, oh, we fucking lost.
Yeah.
And when they all went up and got their silver medals, they took them off immediately. They went up, grimaced at the person who was presenting them with this incredible honour, and then just took it off and looked sullen, most of them taking them off almost before they'd been put on. And I thought that was just so petulant and so if you can't win the entire tournament, it's not worth doing it.
Mr. Ramsbottom would have something to say about that.
I expect
in an assembly. I agree. You've just come second in this, not as you said the world. The second in the world for the European Championships. That's incredible. That's really, really good. Take heart in that. People play a 3rd, 4th place playoff and sometimes put some effort into it. You don't even have to do that. You came second. Yeah, it's disappointing that you didn't win, but yeah, it's great. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, arseholes. That's what I say.
Exactly.
Do you know what? I think all the naughty sylph people have left this building. I can't find any of the baddies.
Okay.
It's just empty rooms. So I think once you've completed it, that's it. There are lots of items that I'm finding though, which is quite nice. What do you think the prediction is for tonight? Your prediction. What's your actual prediction? I don't know what my actual prediction is.
I think...
Team Rocket is gone.
England win.
I'll be very happy if that happens. I'll be screaming the house down.
Yeah, and I think they win probably in 90 minutes.
Ooh.
That's going to be my prediction.
Big win?
I say this
small win,
not
medium
knowing
win?
much. No, I think... who won?
What?
Who won?
Oh, 2-1. I thought you said who won. I was like,
2-1.
I don't know how to answer that, especially in this case. Okay,
England
2-1.
2, Germany 1.
Cool. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go to the islands. The horrible islands you went to and got stuck on. That would be a really good place to train up. I'm doing it.
Yes.
I'm off to an island.
Have a great time.
Here I go.
I'm going to rush to the Elite Four and
do
win.
it, mate. Do it. You go screw up your squad by doing that. You'll be coming to the islands before too long. Even the wild Pokemon in there are really difficult, and that's why I left to train up the lower ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got to pay some actual attention here now, haven't I?
I've improved my squad a bit there.
Well done.
I've taught them a couple of... I got rid of Cut. And I've taught Rapidash a Dark move and Mischievous a Thunder move. Well, Thunder. An electric move, I should say. I'm feeling a bit more confident.
Nice.
I think I'll get ready so that I can... I'll do a little more training here, but then I'll go in to do Giovanni at the start of the next session.
Okay.
Have you been watching much of the women's Euros?
Oh, he's talking about frickin' islands. I'm getting so many things. Right, okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Deliver the meteorite to the guy at game corner. He's on island 2, and I've got something that means I can travel across there. That should be fine. Oi. Okay, so, have I been watching much of the women's Euros? I have. I've watched all of the England games. And I've watched one or two of the other ones.
Cool.
Being ones where England would play the victor of
I see.
those matches.
Yeah. You've been enjoying it?
Yeah, it's been really, really good. Cool. I'm pretty much don't distinguish between England... look, I'm Mr. Woke, says everyone, but I basically now don't distinguish between the men and women's games.
Yeah.
Because they're all football and they're all really exciting and it's great.
Yeah.
I started to, like at the last, was it the World Cup they were playing, I think? Yeah, it was, because I remember they were playing the USA at one point a couple of years ago, and that was really good, and I really liked it, but I remember thinking it was different, going, oh, this is fresh and different, because they play at a different pace, and this is different, and that's different.
Yeah.
But now I think, because I haven't seen football for such a long time, this is just Pokemon to me. This is just football. This is just football to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So Claire always says watching the women's game now is like watching the men's game sort of 30 years ago. Just it's that little bit slower, there's that little bit less muscle, but it's played with the same kind of tactics and skill these days, and that it's good. I have to say I prefer watching it these days, just because of the attitude that the women have compared to the men. I'm just so put off by like the rolling around clutching your ankle and the screaming at the referees and all of that, which just doesn't seem to happen in the women's game, and I don't know why that is different, but it so is. And it's so refreshing just to like watch them playing fucking football. Rather than just the whole thing is all about controversies and all about like thugs just yelling at each other.
I know exactly what you mean. I've noticed there's a little bit of that.
Is there?
Yeah, but maybe you're right actually that there's nowhere near as much as there is in the men's game.
Yeah.
There is occasionally some, but I remember when it happens, I go, "Oh, come on, we don't need that now," as if it's something that hasn't been happening the whole time.
I see.
What the hell was this place called? Cape Brink, I think this was called, and it's a shuckle, and I'm going to write it down that I caught it already because I'm going to catch it. Yeah, maybe that is the case, and maybe that's why I'm enjoying it so much. But I am really liking it. It's great. Good to watch.
Cool.
Plus, being a heterosexual male, it is also great watching women wearing shorts running around. Like, we can be as whatever we want as we like about this. I'm mainly watching it for the football, let's put it that way, but it's a nice bonus that I can see some good-looking women rather than just some gruff old men.
Yeah, we've had it in tennis for years. I mean, why not?
There you go.
Why not football as well? Well said.
Thank you. And if anyone has a problem with that, fuck off. I shouldn't be attracted to anyone because that's wrong. I'm not sitting there perving. I'm not going, this is that's the only reason I watch it and make lewd jokes. I am just saying that there's an aesthetic that I find more pleasing. And that's fine.
I think
oh no, Storpy's been cancelled. Oh no, I've been cancelled.
That's funny, we haven't even published the video yet.
I just got an email.
You've got 2,000 tweets.
And 2,000 tweets. Oh no. I've been cancelled. Right, well I caught a shuckle, so that's nice. I'm pretty sure it was at Cape Brink. Anyway, let's carry on.
Can't remember what I was going to say now.
Oh, I've shocked you to the core with my misogynistic,
I have nothing to say to you, Steve.
With my misogynistic, sexist demonstration of the male gaze.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I was going to say...
Any number of times I've spoken to women who say, it's quite nice watching the football or the rugby because I get to watch lots of men run around in shorts. It's like, great.
So I think there's a sizable portion of the Primitive Technology channel is women that quite enjoy watching the guy because he's a good-looking guy.
Oh yeah, he is in good nick. My goodness, he makes me feel very bad about myself.
Oh, he's obviously getting up to doing a lot of hard work in his shorts and no top.
It's always in his shorts and no top. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
he's always doing something really physical as well.
as you say, that's not. I'm sure that's not the only reason people watch
Nor
it.
is it the main
doesn't
reason.
Hurt for a big part of the audience.
Exactly. And I'd be remiss not to say it, because I think we're too scared these days of saying
It would be
very, very
sexist not to mention it.
Yeah, well, we're not going to go that far. But I think it would be remiss not to mention it, simply because these days we're struggling to be able to express things, and we're scared to mention things that could be construed as offensive or not the right thing to do. And so
because of the bloody PC nanny
let's
state
not
breathing down our necks the whole time.
Well, this is another. Hang on. Will no one take it with future use? You got that, Skarmory? No, I was just mistaken.
Lefty liberal BBC agenda.
So now what we're doing is getting a little bit into the extremes another way. I think you and I discussed this recently, how nothing is black and white. Everything has shades. And in fact, actually, there might be a good time to sort of vaguely address this. I don't know what this woman does. There's a woman in 2 Island that keeps on saying, "Oh, that Pokemon you got there. Oh, I've got a special move. Oh, it's a Gardevoir. I'm mistaken. Do I need to give her a specific one that will work with whatever move it is? I'm going to try them all." There was a comment put on recently by someone who said, "Oh, I hate the old Merca discussions," because I think you and I were going off on one about, lol, isn't it funny when, you know, Americans do this and that, and we painted Americans with a very broad... Well, I think they felt we painted Americans with a very broad brush. And, you know, I get where they're coming from. I think...
I don't remember this.
It was a few episodes ago. Oh, yeah, no, we were doing the proper sort of, you know, drawling kind of fairly offensive, I guess, American accent.
Oh, I think I remember. Yeah, okay.
And I think the thing that worried this person, and fair enough that it worried them, you know, I'm not going to call them out, but it's fair enough it worried them a bit. And that's, I'm fed up with all of these discussions because, you know, that's not what all Americans are like. Very few Americans are like that, and it's broad brush strokes and this and that, and I sort of thought, yeah, that's fine, that makes sense. But again, that's taking this thing in a very black and white kind of way. We were doing a caricature of, based on very vague realities of certain individuals that we've experienced over time. We certainly weren't saying this is what all Americans are like and that is our impression of it. I get that if we continued and that was always what we did, then you're perpetuating a stereotype, and then maybe it's, you know, just stop doing that now. But it's just a similar thing. It's like you can stop doing things to such a degree that it's not beneficial to anyone because you're holding everything back, and at the same time you can go too far with something, and I feel that we were doing somewhere straight down the middle, and that's about it.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
I've not really explained myself very well there because I'm trying to get across this island as quickly as possible, but
I'm standing in front of Giovanni now and I'm ready to save.
Oh, okay.
Is this a good time to finish?
Yeah, it is actually. I've just entered a new area.
10 minutes to kick off, so
yeah. Let me just get
a bit of build up.
Oh, I've got some bikers up ahead of me. This is perfect. Right, I'll heal my Pokemon and then save it and go. But yeah, anyway, we don't have that thought about Americans. If someone was doing a similar thing about British people, they'd go, oh, terribly sorry about the weather. Just popping down to the loo to fetch some fish and chips. Also, I'm drunk. See, there's loads of different types of stereotype, and you just got to accept that's what I think is happening. But I do understand. Anyhow, I think that's enough. We don't need to keep on talking about that. I'm good to save.
I'm good to save.
And I may as well save because
saved.
We're cancelled. There you go. It's all over.
Yeah,
it's all over for both of us.
Offline.
Yeah. Anyway, no. Lots of love to everyone. Everyone is great. There you go. Everyone is great. Everyone should be nice to each other. Lovely. Right. We'll finish on a good note. Good luck with the football. I hope you enjoy it too, Michael. I'm going to really enjoy watching all those lovely ladies. No, I'm going to really enjoy it, and I really hope that England finally win the World Cup in my lifetime. Ah, the
well.
Euros. Damn it. See you next time.
Bye.